This is Derek at ChioLoop Website Solutions, and what you're watching right here is kind of the main overview video of what ChioLoop is, what it does, and why you should care. So if you're interested in getting a new site, or switching from your old site to a new site, or even if you're interested in becoming a ChioLoop affiliate, this is the video that you want to watch. So first things first, what people always want to know when they're going to get a new website is, we want to see your client websites. So show us your client websites so we can go to those websites, take a look, and see if you have cool websites that we want to use. What we've done for you is we've actually put together on our home page a whole bunch of demos. So we have this whole demos page you can get at. You can click any of these, and these are fully functional demos. So if you click here, it's going to open it up. As you can see, you are viewing the clean layout in red. You can click on all the buttons. They'll take you around so you can see how it works. Click through the site, look at the different options, and then check out a different theme. So if you're looking at the clean, look at the magazine theme. So you're looking at it in blue. What's it going to look like in gray? Alright, so take a look at those. And the reason we do it that way instead of directing you to client sites is because most of our clients are actually using analytics. We install this on all the sites, we get it all ready for them, make sure it's on every page. What our clients want to know is how much traffic is coming into their site, and when it gets there, where did it come from? Did it refer from Facebook or Twitter, or did they get there via search? And if they searched, what keywords did they use to search to get there? And then when they got there, what pages did they look at? And how long did they stay on each page? And did they convert? Did they fill out an opt-in form? Or did they fill out the contact form and make an appointment? So the last thing we want is a chiropractor sitting in his office somewhere saying, I don't understand why my traffic is going up and my conversions are going down. And the whole reason it is because ChioLoop is sending him a bunch of bogus traffic. In other words, your traffic is going up because we're sending you a bunch of traffic, and it's not converting because they're not looking for a chiropractor. They just want to see what your site looks like. So in order to protect the integrity of our clients' analytics, we built those demo sites for you. So what you want to do is from the main ChioLoop page, you're going to start out by looking at the video that you're watching now. And if you're interested and you like the way the sites look and you get what we're doing, then I would check out the back-end part 1 and 2. That'll give you a really good idea of how everything fits together so you know exactly what you're getting and if you want to get a site like this. After that, well, then you want to go over to the demos and take a look at all the different demos and see if you can pick one out that you like. And finally, just go to the Order Now page. Go to the order form. Pick the layout you want. Let's do the magazine layout. I'm going to get it in red. Click Order Now, and this whole process takes about 5 minutes, and then we can get started on your site, and we can usually get your site up in about 24 hours. Alright, so as far as the rest of this video, what I'm going to show you is this is one of our demo sites, and you've heard the expression that you just don't know what you don't know. That's what I'm going to cover here. Okay, so this is the stripes layout, and what I'm going to show you is some things that you'll need to know when you buy a site. So even if you don't get a site from us, you still want to take a look at this video because it's going to show you exactly what you should be looking for in a site. Right? So here we go. So first things first, I want you to know that all of the things that you're looking at here can be changed. Okay, this is a layout. So when we look at general chiropractic for the whole family, you don't have to say that if you don't want to. You can change that to whatever you want. Same thing here, this is just a tagline. Some of you are using taglines, some of you aren't. You can always change this here to the name of your clinic. You can leave it the way it is, it's up to you. This picture is the same. When we deliver the site, it would come with this picture, but you can use any picture you want here. You don't need to use this one. So you can use a picture of yourself, your clinic. You can even put a video in here if you want. If you have a produced video, we can stick that in here for you. So that's first things first. I don't want anybody to take a look at this and say, I don't like this picture, therefore I don't like this layout. Okay, this can all be changed. So I want to get the bigger picture there. So the first thing you should look at when you're deciding if you like any layout from any company before you ever pick a website, you should make sure that it has a reactive design. So the way you do that would be to come up and grab a copy of the URL and go to a site called iPadpeak.com. From there, you would paste it in, and you want to see this is what it would look like on an iPad. Right? Flip it over, make sure you still like it, and then most importantly you want to go to the phone. So The reactive design here is one of the reasons that we created this site in the first place. We couldn't find anything that had decent reactive design. So what you can see here is a gentle chiropractor for the families on top. All of your navigation is now sitting centered in the middle. There's no scroll bar down here at the bottom because everything is fitting on this phone. Navigation still works. Your tagline is at the top, followed by request an appointment. Notice the picture is completely resized. I also want you to notice something else. When you come over here, you can see the tagline and the picture are sitting next to each other, whereas here they're on top of each other. Come over here, you can see this is one row here with 3 different columns. When you go to the reactive design, we have one column with 3 different rows. Everything is fitting on this. You can read it. It's big. You can click on it. Everything lines up. Nice convenient appointment bar at the bottom. So this is what we call a reactive design. So if you're looking at a layout and it doesn't have a reactive design, I would never get that website. It's just something I wouldn't do. Too much of search is happening on iPhones and Droid phones nowadays. If you don't have a reactive design, you might as well not even have a website. So also keep in mind, this is not 2 separate websites. This is one website. Looks beautiful on a full big screen and looks just as great on a small screen. Everything is easy to read. Alright, so the next thing I want you to know is that you probably wouldn't notice is that we have true opt-ins. The true opt-in is something that provides value that somebody would actually want even if they don't schedule an appointment. So when you're looking at this site, obviously everything is designed to get them to book an appointment. So everything kind of funnels down to request an appointment. They move their way down. They look at the services. This is the button you want them to click. If they bail out here and go to new patients, it's the same thing. Print forms, insurance, about the clinic, request an appointment. If somehow they make it off over here without scheduling an appointment, we do want to at least get their name and their email address. So we need to offer things that are actually worthwhile so they can click on it. And of course, when we get that email, we want to follow up with them. So anything that you post in your blog, whether it's reactivation like this $10 office visit tomorrow morning, or some kind of thing like this, or we're saying, hey, keep an eye on your snail mail because we're sending out postcards for reactivation, we want that to go out automatically to everybody on our email list with something like this. So this right here is a sample of what an email going out would look like. This is automatic. You don't have to do anything. When you post it to the blog, it's going to go out to every single one of your patients. It's got your logo at the top. It's got your headline bolded. It's got description of what you're doing, and of course, the most important thing, a phone number that you can touch to call and also click for an online appointment. Now, the reason it looks kind of simple is because it needs to look good on a phone. So in this case, you can see your logo still at the top. This goes out to all your patients. They see that there's a $10 office visit tomorrow morning, a short description, and of course they can click here for the appointment. Notice here, if you go to the contact page, you have an online appointment form where they can fill out, decide if they are a new patient or not, pick the date they want to come in, pick a time and submit. Well, that also applies here. If we go to the contact page, they have the online appointment form. Again, everything fits on this one page. So between those 2 things, that is probably the biggest deal about the layout that you wouldn't notice if you were just playing with it yourself. If you go over here to our ChioLoop story, I don't know if you've read this yet, but I definitely recommend reading the ChioLoop story. You can see there's 4 things that we really wanted to accomplish with these sites. 2 of them are just covered. One is that it had to have a reactive design that worked on everything. The other is it had to have real opt-ins. One thing you should know, when you do get this site, this opt-in comes with it. Right here, this Back Pain Revealed book. But you don't have to use this. We're going to send you the Word template so you can change it and edit however you want. Save it as a PDF. We'll put it all up for you. But any kind of opt-in you can think of, we can put it on your site. So some people are using like a whiplash report. We can put that up for you. Other people are using things like 7 things you can do after your accident that will get you stuck with all the bills. Some kind of avoid this. You're only limited by your imagination. Anything you send us, we can set up so you can test any kind of opt-in you want. So that's another thing you should keep in mind. So when we take a look at the other site, back here, when we take a look at the back end, I'll be covering this other stuff about when you post something to the blog, it should also go out on Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that automatically without you having to do anything. and it should also be something really easy for any of your staff to use without any kind of coding or blogging experience. But again, those are both something that would be covered under the quick video about the back end of the site. So hopefully that gets you started. Make sure you go in and take a look at all the demos we've put up for you. Click on all the buttons, play with them. Make sure you like them. If you have any questions, just go ahead and send us any questions or comments in the emails or the contact page. Thanks a lot.